Hi, I am a grandma of a brain balance kid, and I wanted to share with you our journey. Our little guy was causing the whole family to feel like they'd been taken hostage, and his mom was feeling totally trapped in this chaotic nightmare, and they couldn't get babysitters. They were at the place with his behavior that the family had stopped inviting him. Her siblings had stopped inviting the family to events because they couldn't handle his behavior and the way he would destroy the toy room and be hard on the other little kids, his cousins. And it was just really a situation that was disintegrating into a sad future. And when he was 3, we were living long distance and from the family, and so we did some research to figure out, okay, what could help? And we found brain balance online, and it just felt like, okay, this is something we got to try. This has got some possibilities for him and for a different life for him and his family. And so he was 3 when he first went through the brain balance program, and his mother had just delivered his little brother. And so dealing with a newborn and all that entails, the family went through the program without much consistency, and it was really hard for them to do the things required at that point. And so as consequently, fast forward 3 years in the future, his behavior had just escalated, and he had been given some Band-Aid kind of diagnoses of what was going on. He was being pushed into programs in school and that were not serving him, and his parents had reached the end of the rope. So at this point, he really had no friends because no one wanted to be around them. And it was really a hard situation. And so enter Grandma and Grandpa. So we decided to have now there are 3 little boys, have the boys come and live with us for a time and see what we could do. And we reconnected with Brain Balance because I still felt like Brain Balance had the answer that we were needing for this little guy. And so with the patience and the fresh eyes of not having lived with these little boys, we could take this situation on, and we went full bore with the program. And I have to tell you, it works if you work it. And I'm not going to tell you it's an easy program. I'm not going to tell you that you just breeze right through, but our family has a philosophy of hard, easy, easy, hard. Now, we believe that if you do the hard things up front, life will move forward and become easy. But if you take the easy route at the beginning, it's just going to get harder and harder in the future. And that's been a philosophy we've had that applies to everything from doing the dishes right after the meal or waiting till morning to creating bodies that have been athletes in the Olympics. So that's kind of how we've looked at things. So we started saying, okay, this is hard, easy. This is going to be something we've really got to take on and be committed to. And so the daily exercises need to be fit into a schedule to make that happen. Screen time, we found, is really not necessary for life at all. And so we are able to eliminate that. We found that following the food plan that's recommended from Brain Balance makes everybody healthier. So the whole family is eating healthier and doing better. So following the things that we learned through Brain Balance made it better for everybody. And the food plan was really an interesting one for our little guy because when he started the program, he ate 4 things. They were chicken nuggets, goldfish, macaroni and cheese, and hot dogs. There you go. That was the repertoire of what he would eat. And so I want to tell you the amazing changes that have happened and the results from having really committed as an entire family, mom and dad, grandma and grandpa, to this program. This little guy has now been requested by the cousin that is his age to have play dates. When can we have a play date? The whole family is gathering for Christmas Eve, and they can't wait to have the 3 little boys come and just look forward to having little ones in the house again for Christmas Eve. Getting babysitters, no big deal, because the kids are, quote unquote, from the babysitters, delightful. His meltdowns have turned into just normal disappointments. He's a 7-year-old boy, you know, and we don't want him to change being a 7-year-old boy. And so he has your typical disappointment when life doesn't go the way he'd like it to. But they're not anywhere controlling what everybody decides to do with life now. He gets disappointed, he deals with it, we move on. And he eats everything he's served. Now, of course, he still has favorites. He still loves hot dogs, chicken nuggets, mac and cheese. He still loves those things, but he will eat everything else as well. And he's even been known to ask for a second serving of broccoli. Who would have thought? So I want to stand as a total emotional grandmother to tell you this worked, and this gave my daughter her little boy back, and gave this little boy a future that will be full of possibilities. He is a sponge for learning, and things are going to be so different. So we as a family, extended family, all the siblings, the cousins, are so grateful that we found Brain Balance and the difference that it makes. So it works if you work it.